Imagine a street in 18th century Frankfurt that's also a prison, the Judengasse, the Jews' Alley. At night and on Sundays, its gates were locked from the outside. Residents were forbidden from owning land or even walking more than two abreast in the city. This was the world Mayor Amschel Rothschild was born into in 1744. Orphaned at 12, his future seemed sealed. But from within these walls, he would design a financial dynasty that would change the world. After an apprenticeship in Hanover, Rothschild returned to Frankfurt. He started small, dealing in rare coins. His expertise and his unimpeachable reputation for trustworthiness caught the eye of Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse, one of Europe's wealthiest men. By 1769, Rothschild became his court agent, managing the prince's finances. This patronage was the key that unlocked the ghetto gates for him, but his own genius was what built the empire. He understood something fundamental. In a fragmented Europe, information was more valuable than gold, and family was more reliable than any contract. His strategy was revolutionary. He sent his 5 sons to the 5 most important financial centers of the time: Frankfurt, Vienna, London, Naples, and Paris. They became the 5 arrows in the family crest, launched from the same bow. This wasn't just about finding jobs for his sons. It was the creation of the world's first truly international bank, a decentralized network bound by absolute loyalty. They built a private communications system that outpaced governments. Using trusted couriers and eventually carrier pigeons, they relayed market data and political intelligence across borders, even over the battle lines of the Napoleonic Wars. This information advantage was everything. It allowed them to finance the Duke of Wellington's army against Napoleon, moving gold across a continent at war. While competitors saw separate national markets, the Rothschilds saw a single interconnected system they could master. They pioneered the international bond market, raising vast sums for governments to build railways and wage wars. And when Napoleon forced Prince Wilhelm into exile, Rothschild didn't just protect his patron's assets, he grew them, cementing a bond of trust that became legendary. Mayor Amschel Rothschild died in 1212, leaving a strict will that kept control of the business exclusively with his male heirs, ensuring the family's unity and secrecy. His sons would take his vision to heights he could only have dreamed of, becoming bankers to kings and empires. Of course, their incredible success, combined with the era's deep-seated anti-Semitism, made them the target of conspiracy theories that persist to this day. Baseless myths born from prejudice. The most famous, a lie about Nathan Rothschild profiting from the Battle of Waterloo, was invented in a pamphlet decades later. The true story is far more compelling. It's the story of a man who looked at locked gates and envisioned a network that would span a continent. He used the restrictions of his world as a catalyst, building an empire not just of money, but of information, trust, and family. He didn't just play the game better than anyone else, he changed the rules entirely.